everybody, and welcome to the Avalanche Halloween special. I'm Sexy Russell. Here we have Ness, Dylan, and Arya, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. We've been preparing it now for almost 3 weeks, was it?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Well,
3
I'm still
weeks.
not
15
prepared.
minutes.
Yeah. 3 weeks and about, an hour, roughly, to prepare our characters, and our Dungeon Master, Dylan, has been preparing a campaign for us. Now, 3 heroes are going on an adventure. That much we can say, right?
For the most part.
So for everybody that is listening to this podcast, sit back, relax, and enjoy our ramblings and confused screaming as we're trying to figure out how Dungeons and Dragons works. Mind you, we are all playing it for the very first time.
okay, so I'll start then. I'm playing Hilda Thistlefeet. She's a halfling druid, and she likes various kinds of herbs. She also has a squirrel called Earl. Squirrel the Earl. Earl the squirrel. Great.
Earl the Squirrel. Well, I'm playing a rather short and very, very angry old dwarf named Thandril Boulderheart. I'm a fighter, and I generally hate everything that has 2 feet, 4 feet, or any kind of feet, and it can walk.
But if they slither.
Even then.
Okay. Well, I am playing Arya, who is a half-elf bard, and I think that's about everything I'm gonna reveal from him at this point. He's a bit of a mysterious character.
Shady.
Indeed.
You
Very,
could say
very
Very
shady. A dark and mysterious past.
Slim Shady.
Slim Shady.
Well, he
Very
doesn't
nice.
weigh too much, so I guess you could call him Slim Shady. Anyway, on with the show.
Right?
Okay, you guys ready?
So ready.
Okay, so Hilda, you're the first person to wake up. As soon as your vision starts to clear, you realize that you're actually tied up. As you look around you, you actually realize you seem to be either underground or in some kind of cellar. It's a circular room, and you see some crates and table opposite you, as well as a ladder. As you look
Crap.
around, you also see other individuals tied up. You have absolutely no idea who any of them are, however.
Can I poke one of them?
You can't, you're tied up.
Shit. Can I like shuffle over there and poke it with my nose?
You could try.
Okay, I want to try that. I want to poke the tall one.
Okay, so you managed to poke Arya.
Fantastic.
He does not react. You start to hear some skittering. You look to your left and you see a little snout poking through a
Snout?
little... Yes, a little snout poking through what seems to be a little hole leading to the outside.
Right. Can I look around? Is my squirrel there?
Right, so try calling for him.
Hey Earl! Wake the fuck up!
As soon as you do that, the snout actually reacts and he pokes his little head out. Turns out Earl was actually outside.
It's Earl! Oh my god! Fantastic! Okay, so can I call him over?
Of course, but yeah.
Well, okay. Earl, come
Okay.
here.
Okay, so Earl rushes towards you as much as he can. He actually jumps on the head of what seems to be a dwarf to get to you. And as
Nice.
soon as he gets to you, he starts, nuzzling his little beak into your, tummy. He's, very happy to see you. Clearly
Okay.
he was very worried.
Can you, bite my ropes or something?
As you say that, he actually starts chiseling through the ropes, and he managed to break you free.
Oh yeah. So I get up to my feet, and I want to make Earl go and bite this dwarf in the ear.
To which point you actually wake up, Thandril.
Oh, what the fuck was that? Where am I? What the fuck is going on here?
And with the
Oh,
commotion, Arya also wakes up, as do 2 of the other individuals in the room.
Hey, guys.
What?
Say,
What
what's
the fuck is going on here? Wait a minute.
Where are we?
one of the people who actually wake up is like, who are you guys? Ugh, is this for the volunteers camp thing?
Shut the fuck up! I need to know what the hell is going on here. I should have known. I never should have trusted that fucking elf before.
Hey, chill. Just take it easy.
Hill, look at us! I'm tied on the fucking ground with a with 3 tall pricks and a little quarterling like you.
Each of you actually start to smell a very strong odor of alcohol.
Hey lads, you hear?
I
You
think
smell
it's the
that?
dwarf.
It's probably the dwarf.
Fuck off, it's not me.
He's probably the one who got us here.
Okay, what else do you do?
Can I roll to kick the dwarf?
I don't think you need to roll for that, you're still tied up.
Fuck. Well, I mean, are my
Actually,
legs
you're
tied up
both
as
still-
well?
Well, yeah, you're tied to the wall.
Shit.
I swear to St. Cuthbert, if that is the fucking elf that I've been looking for all these years, I'm gonna fucking bash her head in.
Hilda is the only person who's not tied up at the moment.
Hey,
And
you. The tiny one. Come get me free.
why?
I'll make it worth your while.
Don't
I
trust
don't-
the elf, lass.
I don't.
Elves are not to be trusted.
Hilda
Oh, and you're
just
supposed to trust a dwarf then?
Hilda just waddles
As
off.
if...
Hilda just waddles off to the table and sits down.
Look what the fuck you did, you stupid, ill-proportioned dandrophile.
So, on the table, Hilda, you actually find a piece of paper. You also find 2 chests full of equipment.
I'm just gonna open the chest, one of the chests.
Yeah, so you actually find your your equipment that you start off with,
Oh yeah,
and you
I'm
find
just-
a bunch of other little trinkets. May or may not be owned by other people in the room, based on what
Right.
you could gather.
I'm just
You-
waving this helmet like, anyone want this?
You also find a little poster.
A poster.
Yes, so if you go to the top right of the screen, in the 3rd section, you can actually look at a poster you just found on the table.
Okay,
What's
so the poster says, for the one who's listening, come to the Broken Spear Tavern for a day of merry-making with a performance of Arya the Bard of Ainur Village. Ale for half the usual price.
Arya, the Bard of Ainur Village. Oh, wonderful.
Oh, so that's what I was gonna do this night. I wonder how I got here.
Wait, you're Arya?
Well, if memory serves me right, that's my name.
Oh, one of the individuals actually starts speaking. It's like, oh, that explains a lot actually. But why are we tied up? I thought we were just volunteering to join the rebellion.
I didn't
We're
join the
rebellion.
rebellion for this bullshit.
Wait,
Get out of
rebellion?
here.
What rebellion?
This is
Yeah,
very
there was-
confusing.
Last time we got a message, we were complaining at our artisan guild about the new king and his push towards bringing the country to war. We tried to actually, I guess, try to stop it, so to speak, and we got approached by an individual. He actually told us to meet at the Broken Spear Inn, like at night, to which we actually did go, and now here we are.
As I'm rummaging through the chest that I opened, and I'm just, throwing stuff. It's probably like armor and stuff for the other
Yeah,
people
yeah.
who's in the room.
It was
Yeah.
all the equipment, armor, and trinkets they had on them
Yeah, so-
previously.
Yeah, so Hilda's just, rummaging around, throwing stuff around, and Earl is like sneaking away and just trying to free Arya.
Okay, so Earl goes up to Arya's little bonds. He starts biting through the rope and actually frees him.
Hey,
Oh, thank you, little thing. Appreciate that.
Oi! Who about me? Let me free already!
Hilda's just,
The other individual says, "Yes, me too, please. We have to see what exactly happened here. I mean, the recruiters were supposed to be here. I don't know where they went though."
okay, so Hilda's just waving her hand a bit, and Earl is just running to and freeing them all.
I
If
start
can.
looking for my gear as well, through the pile.
Oh, that's a lot better. Thanks, lassie. I owe you one. Where the hell is my flail and
Yes,
shield?
you do. You owe me one.
So as you scour throughout the room, if you look at the chest, you actually still find all the equipment you had on you, and all the equipment you use usually.
Okay,
So you could just prepare yourselves, equip yourselves with all your clothes, hopefully.
so we should probably try to find some way out of here. Is this like a cave?
So there's a ladder you could climb right next to the desk.
Alright, Andrew walks up in front of the ladder and looks up to see if he can see anything.
So you see nothing, you just see an opened trapdoor. It looks like it leads into a small building because you could see like wooden paneling on the sides.
Alright, lads. Looks like we're inside of a cellar or something like that. You might expecting some resistance. Can you guys fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon.
Sounds like I have to do everything myself again, as always. So
So-
I suppose Tangeril then starts to grab onto the ladder and slowly takes steps upwards, as silent as possible.
Okay, so how are you going to climb up? So Thandril first?
I suppose Tangeril first, yeah.
Yeah, so who else afterwards?
I guess me.
Ladies first.
Let's
Yeah.
hope there's nothing up there that can kick me down, lass, and I'm gonna sit on you.
Okay, so you climb the ladder and you find yourself into a small corridor that seems to be only 5 feet wide. So you have to walk in single file.
Shit.
Now, those are your tokens. The first one is Thandril, obviously. The second one is Hilda. And the third one is Arya. We'll just use those for now. You can just use different ones next time.
Yes, then I'm starting to move forward and see what's around the corner.
I'm just gonna follow.
Right behind you.
You're on
Yeah.
top of me, like,
Wait.
get off
Yeah,
me!
I'm jumping. I'm jumping on top of the dwarf so he can carry me.
So as you start moving forward, you start hearing some people talking. It's very,
Yes.
very, very faint though. At the moment you can't tell exactly where it's coming from, but from what you could tell, it's not anywhere close to you.
Should we go to the left? I'm curious what's on the left.
You walk into the room. It's basically a small kitchen. You see a couple of cupboards, some crates. There doesn't seem to be much of note per se. Maybe some cutlery if you're into that.
Wonder if it's made out of silver. I could sell that shit.
I'm just gonna stay out here and be a lookout while you guys scour through there.
I wanna open this.
Okay, so you open the cupboard and you find what seems to be a bunch of plates, some herbs,
Oh!
some bread, and some baskets.
I'm just gonna lean down and sniff the herbs. I don't touch them. And then I'm just taking this deep breath in and then just
What
then
the
I
fuck
grab
is
them.
wrong with you, girl?
then I grab them.
Okay, so can you shove those in your inventory?
Yeah.
These are just some basic cooking herbs.
Yeah. I'm gonna shove them down.
Halflings are so strange.
Can I open the second one?
You can open the second one.
I'm gonna do that.
In this one you just find a broom as well as some more cleaning supplies.
Okay.
Looks like our halfling is a herb specialist, if you know what I'm saying, elf.
Oh, I know what you mean.
That's a furnace. There's nothing in there though.
Can I just look inside? There's nothing in it. Okay.
No, there's nothing there.
What are these?
So those are shelves. They're just full of plates as well as other pots.
Should I just grab a pot just in case and just to throw it at someone?
You could if you want.
I'm gonna do that.
I'm not gonna say you can't do something, as long as it makes sense.
Next thing we know, you're gonna be wearing that pot on your head.
I'm just gonna take the pot.
It would be
One
a
of the
lot
pots.
more defensive than that stupid big hat that you have on your head, lass.
So put that in your inventory.
Hey! Yeah. Herbs in a
Okay.
pot. Fine loot.
Well done.
Thank you.
Alright, let me go ahead. I'll protect us.
So
Of
the
course.
more down the corridor you start walking, the more you start to hear the people talking in the background.
I move up to the door and try to listen through it.
So you hear two grown males speaking, which sound human. It's hard to say though.
Okay, so there's two people behind this door.
You understand what they're
Okay.
saying, lad?
No, I can't make it out. Any ideas? What do we do?
Wonderful, we have a deaf elf.
You couldn't even hear those guys.
I know what we can do. We can throw the pan, which I picked up, to make noise, and then they will come out and investigate the sound, and we'll run into the kitchen and hide, and then we will shoot them. Does anyone have a shooty things?
Elf?
Ah, my bow.
You can shooty them. Shooty.
I can try.
I can throw my squirrel at them.
To
What
which,
am I supposed to throw?
to which
Yourself.
Earl replies very faintfully. He's like,
Yeah, it's fine, Earl. It's fine.
Well, I mean, you can always throw the halfling.
Hey.
Oh, that's a good idea. For the first time I heard an elf saying a good idea before.
Hey!
Come here.
No! What do you think about my plan? Should I throw the pan?
That's the most stupidest plan I've ever had.
So as you guys are
it.
making all this ruckus, you start to hear the others you start to hear the people in the room go, "Hey, did you hear something?"
Oh shit.
Quiet down, lads.
I take out my bow and ready it.
I ready my shield in front of us.
I just hold the squirrel in front of me in my hands.
It's like Freddy the Foe.
Yeah, ready to throw it.
So someone appears from the doorway. It's like, "Hey, who's making that noise?
Not us.
Hey, aren't you guys the? How'd you get out of your rope?"
Bigger question is, why the fuck are we in here? Pick
You-
yourself before I'm gonna bash your head in, lad.
You volunteered for the resistance, but we tied you up because we weren't sure whether you'd be spies.
Guys, look at us, lad.
Resistance.
Do we look
don't remember
like,
this.
Do we look like spies to you?
You were at the Broken Spear Tavern, weren't you?
Aye. At
You
least
see-
the dwarf is.
I'm just a performer. I don't know what
Oh.
I'm doing here.
I
Shut
don't
up.
remember.
Didn't you guys receive the invite from Romanus?
No.
No? I just got told I was meant to play.
I see. Kazia, come in here. The other individual appears in the doorway, as does some other guy from the corner. Well, look what you have. Look what we have here. So you guys managed to get out. I suppose you have no idea what you volunteered for, did you?
First of all, we would like to have some fucking answers. Why the hell were we inside the cellar, tied up?
Well, let's just say what you volunteered for wasn't something that a lot of people wanted to do.
And that is...
Well, but
Speak
you're
up,
going to-
lad.
since you're going to be dead soon, I suppose I don't need to actually worry about that. You'll be just as useful dead as you'll be alive. But you're going to be turned into ghouls.
What?
Fucking why?
No!
I d-
No.
Yes, you
No.
are.
Alright, listen to me, you free Dixie chicks. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life as a ghoul after I spent almost 200 years trying to survive in this godforsaken place. Okay?
What are you even doing here, dwarf? What are you doing in your home? In Thumvale,
What
or whatever it's
home?
called.
What home? It's gone. It's dead.
Dead?
Yes.
What? Are you trying to tell me that the whole city of dwarves just vanished in thin air?
Aye. 50 years ago.
Well, I suppose we could help you join your ancestors if you want.
I'd rather die fighting than joining my ancestors like that as a ghoul.
Okay, so roll for initiative.
Hey! D20?
Yes.
Alright, which one is the 20?
10.
17.
Let me see, I'll just roll with my real die. I had to look for it. 13.
Okay, so Hilda goes first. What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? Well, since I'm holding Earl already, I have
Mhm.
this fancy spell called Magic Fang, which is one natural weapon of a creature to get 1+ attack on damage rolls.
Alright.
So I'm gonna do a Magic Fang on my dear Earl. So he gets 1+ attack.
Okay, so as you cast the spell, Earl's fangs start to shimmer and shine. And you can actually notice he has gotten a little bit more aggressive as well. Exactly.
Then I want to throw him at the one.
Okay, so how long does the spell take to cast?
1 moment.
Take your time.
1 standard action.
Okay, so you can do a one more. So you can throw arrow at the enemy. Actually, I think you need to roll for Earl's initiative as well. Or does he attack with you?
I think he attacks with me.
Okay, so you can throw him and he can do an attack.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna throw Earl at the guy.
Which one? The one in the center?
Yeah, the one in the center.
Okay.
which should be fine because Earl can move really far.
Yeah, plus you're throwing him, so he gets some more distance. So
Yeah.
before you do that, do a strength check. Just roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
That's a 6. Plus 0, so 6.
Okay, so you throw Earl, and he actually ends up landing on Thunderol's back.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing?
So Earl just skimmers down next to Thunderol's feet and just hides behind his foot and starts hissing at the enemies like...
Why the fuck are you throwing little animals on me?
I'm not. I'm trying to kill guys.
With a squirrel?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your turn?
That's my turn. I don't have any more.
Alright. So it's next to the NPC. So he moves in front of Sandro and he makes an attack.
Let me see, so now
So what's your AC?
my AC is... My armor class is 18 total.
Okay, so he doesn't manage to hit you.
Ah, you missed your shit!
Okay, so next up is Sandro. Could return the favor.
Well, then I guess I'm going to swing my flail at him.
Okay, so roll a 1d20.
1d20.
Add.
D20.
Add whatever, like, if you have proficiency with the weapon, you could add a modifier as well.
I have weapon focus flail +1. So,
Okay, so add one more to your attack roll.
alright, I have to roll a d20.
Yeah,
First one
roll
is
it.
14, so 15.
So 15. Now, his armor class is 13, so you hit. Now roll your damage. And add your strength modifier, since I assume a flail is a strength weapon, I assume, right?
Hmm?
I assume a flail adds like a strength modifier, right?
Yeah. Damage, where's it?
So the damage
Basically
is...
my hit die, right?
No. Wait, let me find it for you. A flail does 1d8, since I assume it's medium. So 1d8 plus your strength modifier.
Strength modifier is 1, and I roll a 4. 5.
5, so you actually hit him in the side of the jaw, and he actually recoils from that. But he still turns towards you and has this huge, angry grin on his face, like, you're gonna pay for that, dwarf.
I'd like to see it try.
Okay, so next up is Arya.
I aim to fire at the guy who is to the right.
Yeah, you could just ping on him if you can't grab. Okay, I say you could hit him from there, but you're gonna shoot with disadvantage because you have Thunder in front of you and you're in a very tight corner.
You really want to do this, Arya?
Okay, so what you need to do is roll 1d20 twice and choose the lowest one, since it's at the disadvantage.
So 13.
Okay, so 13. Do you have proficiency with the weapon?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so you shoot with your bow and it actually hits him, but it only scrapes the skin just a little bit. But you don't actually hit him directly.
I thought you were an elf. I thought you could actually shoot that thing.
I can, but your big head is in the way, so kind of makes it a bit more difficult.
And we're done here.
so-
I'm going to bash you in.
Since
You're
his
more than willing
friend
to
is right in
try.
front of you, it's in front of him, so this guy just moves back a bit to give his friend a bit more room. Okay, so that's one round. Hilda, you're up next again. Don't forget you can control Earl as well.
I think I'm just gonna have Earl attack the guy with his magic fangs.
Roll 1d20 and add his modifiers.
It's a 2. Plus 1, so it's a 3. Fuck!
Okay, so Earl rushes forward and he starts biting at the boots of the of the enemy.
How much
He
for
doesn't actually,
He'll,
and the guy just randomly pushes him away and pushes him back into Thandaril's feet.
he's just like, what the fuck, Earl? Are you doing? Come
much-
on!
How much for the most dangerous squirrel in the world?
You have one more standard action you could do.
Can I move forward?
You could shuffle forward, yeah, but then you're just gonna make it hard for each other to attack.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move then.
Do something. Prepare a spell or some shit.
Should I detect magic? Discern north. Okay.
Discern north. Cut!
This was so coordinated party I've ever seen in my life.
At least you're
I'm just
bonding
gonna-
over this.
I'm just gonna ready my staff, so I have it in my hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the NPC with the red cape tries to attack Thandero again. Okay, so the first one misses. He's going to try to attack once more, since he has 2 actions. And he fails miserably. Okay. So he just hits you and he clings his mace onto your shield, and he just beats on it relentlessly with no success whatsoever.
I will now return the favor by swinging my flail from down under upwards. So I
Okay.
have to roll a 20 again. And I roll a 19.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Plus 1. It's a 20.
So that hits very convincingly. Roll for damage.
Roll for damage, I need a 10, right? Oh, 8,
No, 1d8. So you bash him from underneath, like you hit him right in the center of the jaw.
Yeah, like I keep my shield up and then from underneath my flail comes upwards.
Yep. So you hit him right beneath the jaw, and he just flies backwards and just falls on the ground, lifeless.
Oh dear, you killed
Right
him!
in the daddy bags.
You killed him! Hey!
The other 2 starts yelling, he's like, what have you done? Okay, you're gonna pay for this, dwarf. Thandero, you could do 1 more action actually, because you just did 1 attack,
Yeah,
right?
that was the first one.
Yeah.
I suppose I would just go... No, whether or not I should take a step forward.
Go forward.
I guess I'm going to take 1 step forward then. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you can take
Oh,
up to 30 feet. Each
I can only
grid...
take 20.
Okay, you can only take 20, but each grid is 5 feet. So you can move up to 4.
I took just 1 grid.
Okay. So, Arya, you're next.
Can I do a sleight of hand check to draw my dagger without consuming an action?
You can, yeah. Roll 1d20, right?
I actually don't. I just wanted to know if it's possible.
Since it's a small weapon, I say you can just do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can count as a free action. Just draw your dagger.
Okay.
Do not hit.
So I don't have to spend an action at all on that.
Yeah, you don't.
Okay. So as my first action, I move up. I'm guessing I can't pass Thandero.
You can, yeah, you can.
I can. Okay. Let's see. So 1 square was 5 feet.
Yeah,
So this guy is within 10 feet of me.
exactly.
Yes. I roll to throw my dagger at the guy.
Alright, so roll a 1d20. And in this case, I say add your dexterity modifier.
So that's 16.
Okay, so you hit him. Roll for damage.
And that's a d4.
Yep, 1d4, and I guess add your strength in that case.
Strength modifier is -1.
Yeah, so you deal 2 damage. Okay, so your dagger hits him right in the... like right in the thighs. So he just rips it out and throws it away after he gasps like, ugh! Now it's his turn. Takes a step forward and he makes an attack for Thandero again.
Miss. Or
He
miss it
missed.
against the shield.
Yeah, basically he whips his mace towards you and he just bashes your shield. It's like, what is it with you dwarves and your metal armor?
I find dwarven engineering, lad.
So the other guy comes from the side, however, so he gets a small flanking bonus. He tries to attack as well,
Again.
and he hits your shoulder pad. It's like things like on the shoulder. It's like he just bothers you a bit, but no actual damage was given.
That tickles, lad.
Okay, Hilda.
Damn it, I'm so far away.
You can move up to 20.
You can move up to 20 feet.
I know, but it's so...
You can move
But
forward.
she can't pass me in the corridor, can she?
Yeah, it's...
Don't forget you have Earl.
Yeah.
Earl is... Earl is rolling 2s.
He's not the only guy rolling the roll.
It's not Earl's day.
Yeah, it's not Thursday.
It's not these guys' day either.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, so... I guess since Earl is... beside... No, he's beside Arya now.
No, he's Actually, yeah, he's still beside Arya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earl stayed where he was.
So you can basically attack the guy to the right.
He's also, since he's small, he could just go through Thunderbolt's feet and attack the guy in front of as well if he wants.
Tiny.
And I'm gonna get the one with the flanking thingy, flanking bonus,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack him with her. 13 plus 1, so it's 14.
14.
Yes.
Okay. That hits. Roll for damage.
D20 again.
1d20, yeah. An attack. Wait, no.
No,
what's
it's
the damage for the squirrel?
1d8.
8.
Wow, that's
Wait.
a really tough squirrel.
Holy fuck, that thing is as strong as my flail! Holy shit!
Does he get any benefit from the fangs spell?
Just plus 1 attack from that.
Oh, just a plus one. Okay.
Christ, fuck!
Okay, so roll 1d8.
Jesus Christ, that's horrifying!
6.
6. Does Earl get the strike modifier?
No,
Okay.
he doesn't.
So Earl climbs up and skitters over the guy's body. He climbs up to his face and starts biting and clawing at his face. And he, after a while, after his face is full of blood, he manages to grab the squirrel and toss him back on the ground.
You do know you still have one more free move to do.
Yeah, you can actually attack again.
You can actually attack if you
I
would
can
be
attack
so-
again.
Where are you? Are you behind me?
She's just next to the kitchen.
I'm just gonna attack with Earl again.
Go for it. Roll 1d20.
5 plus 1, 6.
Okay, so he tries to climb on his shoes again, but this time the guy's prepared and he just kicks him off. Okay, so Thandro, you're up next.
Okay, I'm gonna attack this guy while he is distracted. I have to roll a 20 die. It's a
Him, right?
15, yeah?
Okay, so that hits. Roll for damage.
2.
You pull your flail backwards and you just hit him on the shoulders and he just collapses down. Lifeless.
He's dead.
He did.
So I have one more move left, right?
Yep.
So, stay with him. 15 and 3.
Okay, so you bash him on the side of the shoulder again like his friend, but this time the guy is prepared and he actually moves back a bit, but you still manage to hit him.
Just like graze him with the flail.
You graze him with the flail, yeah. Okay, so it's Arya's turn.
So, I'm gonna move over here and fire an arrow at him. 14 plus 1 is 15.
That hits. Roll for damage.
3.
So your arrow hits him in the side. He just scampers down, but he still tries to hold himself up again. It's like, ugh. So he tries to make one last attempt to try to get through Thandor's armor, but which he apparently didn't manage to do once.
Yeah, that's the power of dwarven engineering.
He tries one more time. And he actually... Okay, so he manages to glance through your armor.
Oh crap.
Okay.
So he manage to deal 1 damage to you. He manages to hit you square in the head. He gets you a bit disoriented, but you're still pretty much fine.
So now I have 12 instead of 14. Okay. I'm
you
still
s-
alive at least.
Yep, so it's Hilda's turn, but he actually see him start to be his face seems very scared. His eyes are just wide open. He's just looking both at Thandor and Arya, trying to get his bearings, but he's
Trying to focus on.
looks very much on the verge. Okay, Hilda, your turn.
I'm just gonna... Ori was just waving at me. I'm gonna...
How about you move forwards for
Shut up!
once?
Let me. Hilda, the magnificent 80 centimeters tall that she is gonna run like hell. You know, she has this big furry hair that's like all over the place and this big hat. And she's just gonna run towards Thandoril, jump on him,
Oh god.
Okay.
or climb on his shoulders,
All right.
and then he's just gonna do this really scary face and just roar to this guy's face.
Okay. Roll a dexterity check.
16 plus 3.
Okay, so you managed to jump on Thunder's shoulders, and you just make this face at the enemy. He's like, and you actually managed to stagger him back. It's like, ah! Okay, so you've got one more action.
I'm just gonna say, aren't you gonna run?
It's like, well, are you gonna let me go?
Well, not really. I kind of want you to... someone to tie you up, but I can't because I only have this action.
No, yeah, that
Wait,
action.
you have one more action.
So the speaking isn't? Great.
No. Speaking is just free.
Can I tie him up?
I mean, I don't think it lets you. You can try.
I'm a dwarf though. I'm a really big dwarf.
I mean, based on what the fight, how the fight has been going, I think he's pretty scared of Thunderil. He's
Yeah.
been bashing at his armor, and he
I'm just
hasn't
gonna-
managed.
I'm just gonna try to tie him up.
Well, then move forward. Get off of my shoulder, you shit.
So you could try to intimidate him. So roll an intimidation check.
Okay.
Roll.
Don't have much intimidate though.
Well, that's
I
what you're
have
trying to do.
nothing.
You're trying to intimidate him to make him let you tie him up. So.
Yes. I have nothing. Yeah. Okay.
Roll a 1d20.
Intimidate check. Intimidate check.
I think it's roll a 1d20 and add your
19.
19. It's like, okay, I give in. Stop, please. So,
Yeah.
actually lets you tie him up. It's like, okay, fine. I'll tell you anything. What do you want to know?
Hey. Look what I did, guys.
Oh, wonderful. Almost had it.
So is combat over now?
Yep, combat's over, so
Yes.
now you can just act.
I roll to gather information.
Okay, roll a 1d20 and add your modifier if you have that.
D20 gives me an 11, and I get a +5 to gather information, so that's 16.
So that's 16. Okay, so what do you want to know? You can ask him questions.
That's actually a really great question. Um, I know I want to know something, I just don't know what yet. I just kind of like acted on impulse before what can kill him.
Alright, then I got a question for him.
I
Why
know,
in the
I
world
know.
did you try to make us into ghouls in the first place?
Well, but because the royal army of Avate is very strong, and the only way we could actually get any sort of luck at beating them down is through the undeath.
Wonderful.
What's so important in beating them?
The king is trying to drag us into a war we cannot win. He's also trying to destroy everything that the previous king has worked so hard for. And it's not even like his right to rule.
Can I just ask one question? Why isn't there a chef in the kitchen? Because I'm very hungry.
Because you're standing on him.
Are you the chef? Are you the chef? Oh my god!
He looked down and looked at the lifeless body of his companion.
Oh, Cuba, help me.
Oh, we killed the chef, guys. Hilla just tears up because she's so hungry.
Cuba, help me.
I'm gonna move a bit closer to the dude and be like, you know as well as I do, whoever gets the kingdom deserves it.
Yes, but you know as well as I do that his rule was not fair.
Fairness
duel-
doesn't count. The only good thing that counts is whether you've earned it.
The duel for rulership says specifically you cannot use poisons. You saw how the king's champion fell from the first cut.
This is-
He was a weak champion.
This
Didn't
is why I'm
deserve
not
to
getting into
fight.
politics.
Doesn't anyone care about the food? And the chef? No?
I'm just gonna turn my back on the dude and walk away with a cool expression on my face.
So the guy just keeps looking at Sandril and that Hilda, and he's just like, will you please just let me live? It's like, I did it.
What?
I mean, I mean, I didn't actually hurt you, did I?
If you
Yeah,
make me a
oi,
sandwich.
Shut up. Oi, you see that scratch on the shield here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was you. You know whose shield that is?
I can polish it for you. Anything. I can also tell you where you could get a better shield.
Silence! Do you know who this shield belongs to?
He just jolts backwards and he's just, I don't know.
This is the argument. The great shield of silence belongs to Vostal Beast Shaper, my brother. And you damaged it. I should string you up.
I'm just gonna casually pick up my dagger here.
I'm sorry, but you were attacking us. What could we do?
You were keeping us down in the cellar and you told us you wanted to turn us into ghouls.
You volunteered for it.
Volunteered? I don't remember that I volunteered to turn into an undead monster.
Okay, so what should we do with this guy? Should we just like leave him?
All yours.
We leave him here. He's probably going to call his friends and then we're gonna have bigger problems.
I was gonna call his friends. He's tied up. Let him starve to death.
Eventually they will come and see what's going on.
You actually see a pool of blood start to swell up where Arya's arrow actually hit.
Oh shit. We should just leave him. I mean, he tied us up, so...
Please, at least give me something to treat myself with. I'm just going to bleed out otherwise. If not, just put me out of my misery.
I then just walk up to him and then like headbutt him as hard as possible to knock him out. So I roll for 20 and see what happens. 11.
But roll for damage, so roll 1d4, I'd say.
1d4.
Yeah, because you're using your helmet, so...
3.
As soon as you bash him in, he just collapses backwards, lifeless.
Yeah. Put him out of his misery.
I'm gonna open this cabinet here.
Okay, so you open the cabinet and you find what seems to be just a bunch of books. Just about history and arcane magics.
I'm gonna pick up the books on arcane magics. Is there how many?
Just one.
Okay, I open it and use cast read magic.
Okay, so you detect no magic, but the book itself actually just gives you some ideas of different spells you might be able to use. But the spells themselves seem to be spells preferred by the magi of the courts.
Can I roll for d20 to look around in the room and see what's in here?
Yeah, go for it.
19.
19. Okay, so Thandoril finds a piece of paper that's marked standing orders. Okay, there you go. So you can look at it. It's on the top right. Same as where you found the other poster.
Actually pops up for me at least.
Yeah.
Oh, handy.
All the prisoners wake up and sure that they're chained in the basement. No way in guaranteeing that they are truly the volunteers to join our cause in Alex.
So, the way I see it, apparently they had some kind of volunteer drive at the tavern, but I'm guessing since the ale was half price, they must have poisoned it, made it somehow sleep-inducing. That's how they got us here. I know I drank my fair share of it.
I remember how much I had before. Hey, it might be that. But what about the halfling? Doesn't look like she can drink much.
No,
Anything.
but Earl did.
Why the fuck would the squirrel drink and you would knock the fuck out?
Earl is just showing him the finger.
Up yours yourself, you stupid little furball.
I'm starting to like this furry friend of yours.
So what are we going to do?
We should go up these stairs.
I think we should
No,
check
wait.
this room first.
Oh yeah, that's...
Let me go on ahead.
Yeah, you do that.
Okay, so that's just the outside door.
At
That's
the
the
outside door.
Outside door.
Let's go upstairs.
Upstairs first?
Can I roll to listen if I hear someone or something?
Yep. Roll a 1d20.
Wait, I have a plus 2 for listen. Should I do it?
You can
Oh,
do
I
it
have
too.
a I got a 19.
Multiple persons can do it anyway, so don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, so you hear absolutely nothing.
I like the silence of this.
Should I listen?
You can if you want to.
I will listen.
But I already had a 19. How much higher can you go than that?
Yeah, nothing.
What do you mean nothing? How much you get?
5 plus 4, so 9.
Oh.
So I didn't hear anything.
You're the worst halfling I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.
Yes.
It's not wrong. She's not wrong.
There are 2 rooms next to next.
Nice reference there.
I'm gonna check the room on the other side. Can I open this door I can.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna use search.
Okay, roll 1d20.
8 plus 1 is 9.
So you managed to find one short sword hidden amongst the crates up above you.
Okay. Is it better than the dagger I'm using right now?
An iron short sword does. Let me check. Okay, so I'll just use this. It does 1d5 damage.
Okay. Technically it would be better, but I think for like concealment purposes and for usability, a dagger is still better.
You can take both.
Hey, I found a sword. Anyone fancy it?
Oh, I trust my flail.
How about
Yeah.
you, halfling? Does your squirrel want new teeth?
Also, I'm assuming you picked up the dagger from the corpse that you
Yes,
threw it at.
I picked it up while I was walking away from the dude who was
Yeah.
complaining about the king. I mean, I guess I can still like.
You can
pick
still
it up.
carry it.
Yeah.
I have my
Can I
pad.
search? Can I search the room?
Roll 1d20.
18.
18. Okay. So you find a bunch of equipment. So you find like 2 short swords and 3 leather chest pieces hidden amongst the drawers and crates around the room.
Well, lads, I found armor. Anybody fancy new armor?
What kind?
Leather. Not my
It's,
type, but okay.
More specifically, 1 second. It's just normal leather armor.
Yeah, let's go outside.
Hilda, are you gonna check your room?
Nah, let's go outside.
Okay.
I'll do it then. I just go inside and just check for roll for
Okay.
search.
Roll a 1d20.
19.
19.
What
Okay.
the shit?
So you that is really
What
good.
do your elf eyes see, dwarf?
You're bullshit.
So you find a note.
A note.
All right.
Okay, you can look at it in the same section as us
We
before.
have been able to break into the armory of Vathi's Keep. We have sent you a shipment of weapons to arm yourself and to volunteers. Do not misplace these weapons. We will need all the equipment we can muster before we begin the coup. Magi Romanos. Looks like these
Weapons.
people weren't that nice as they said they were.
So Arya, you can roll a local knowledge check to see if you recognize the name.
Elf, do you know the name Magi Romanos?
So let's roll 1d20 and add your
rings a bell,
local
but-
knowledge
Hang on.
modifier.
17 plus 1, so 18.
You remember that the name Romanos was actually a magi that was set by the previous king as one of the councilmen. He is actually from the same family as the royal family of that time.
Kind of.
I can see why you would have some disagreements with the current king, considering they think their champion was poisoned.
Wonderful. More I don't want.
Explains a lot. Doesn't explain the necromancy, though.
More I don't want to, the more I fall into this political bullshit of this world. I want to
Hey,
be left alone.
Everything is politics, mate.
Let's just get the fuck down.
Even that beard of yours.
Forsaken place.
Can't we just find a sandwich? I just want a sandwich.
Just shut up and move, halfling.
I just want a sandwich. How hard can it be?
You can find fruit, maybe.
If you would search, maybe
Don't you?
find some food.
Yeah, you would if you actually searched.
I don't want an old sandwich in a drawer.
How old could it be? These guys were living here, clearly.
Let's go downstairs. I'll go in the
Downstairs.
kitchen and search for
I'm gonna go to the kitchen and search for a sandwich.
Okay.
Okay, let's go downstairs.
roll,
Yes.
roll a 1d20. With advantage.
damn
Roll 1d20 with advantage. So maybe you find something.
I
You're
got
hungry, so you
17.
get bonus.
17. So you don't find sandwiches, but you do open one of the crates and you find that it has a bunch of fruit in it. So apples, bananas, this sort of thing.
Let me ask you, if I eat food, does it replenish my health?
No, to do that you have to
Okay,
have a short
because I
rest.
still have only 12 HP.
Oh, you have like 30, you took 1 damage. Somehow.
You have only
Somehow.
1 HP. Only 1 HP lost. I have a total of 6, so you know.
Arya would have lost 1/6 of his health if he got hit there.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I take it back.
How can you only have 6?
Because I have... my hit die is a d6, and I have a constitution of 11, which gives me a modifier of 0. So, you know.
6. Yeah, how much do you have, Hilda?
Well, I mean, you know,
17.
you use medium armor. I use light armor. That's why.
Wait. Nez, you have 17 health?
Yes.
I'm supposed to be the fucking tank!
You
How
have
can
less?
a little
Well, I mean,
halfling midget...
it's harder to do damage to you, Russell. I mean, because your armor class is higher. It's harder to get to you.
It's true. It is much harder to damage you though, Russell.
Yeah.
Still!
I'm just munching on this apple as we go outside.
Did we finish? Are we done?
Yes, I found some apples.
Okay, we're done with this dungeon, so time is for victory music.
Way.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Well, that was episode 1. Thanks for listening. And I guess we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Amazing outro.
Beautiful.
Top of the line.